Good morning, this is Cecil and Blues. Thank you for joining me as we continue to face down bosses in the Radiant version of Darkest Dungeon. We are going to be fighting our last champion boss today. It is the Drowned Crew. And the team we're going in with will be Leper, Grave Robber, Plague Doctor, Vestal. Keep our heals high, and the one thing we don't really have a lot of here is stress protection, but it shouldn't be an issue. I've got our Leper armed with some bonus damage against undead. I'm pretty sure the Drowned Crew counts as undead. If they don't, I guess I'm going to feel a little bit foolish. Let's provision. Since this is a boss encounter, I am mostly concerned about succeeding in the kill and less about bringing home loot. So we're going to take 6 of every restorative item with us, and that way we don't have to worry about it. I will take a couple of keys just in case we encounter something that's worth opening. We're obviously taking a bunch of shovels because we're going into the cove, and I almost forgot torches. Fighting a boss in the dark does not sound like something I would like to do.
While the greedy dogs slept off their revelry, I hexed their anchor with every twisted incantation I could muster, imbuing it with the weight of my ambition and my contempt for their crude extortion. At the witching hour, the anchor pulled with preternatural force, dragging craft and crew down into the depths. They must have cried out, but no sound escaped the swirling black waters.
Alright, that's pretty dark. Also, I think the most detailed.
Devils, chained and drowning for eternity.
Well, I think we can safely assume where the boss fight's going to be on this one. We've got a long journey ahead of us. We don't have any shortcuts that we can take. We can get some extra food here just in case. We actually did not get that much extra food. Scouting, good. We will have combat in the next hallway and the next room. We'll keep our spirits and light high. We will disarm that trap. And then we go at this next fight here after we get by the curio.
Gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
I'm gonna light up this torch. I was worried it would tick down right before as we got in, and it did, so that was the right call. I guess you light. Flashing daggers doesn't sound like a bad idea. Alright, that's dead. Next turn. We'll turn our attention to this thrall. That's a good hit. That was also a good hit. And that's a good hit as well. Let's... Oh, I meant to do Divine Grace, not Divine Comfort. Well, in this case, we Noxious Blast, I think. Followed by a pick to the face. Okay. Guess we didn't need the Noxious Blast.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
An Ancestor's Trinket from a random fight. Well, I didn't see that coming. I guess we'll use that torch right from there.
Purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
That's another bleed resist trinket. That'll be hopefully very useful for us. Bleed resist is what I am most concerned about going into the first wave of the Darkest Dungeon. I did not expect to get an ancestor's handkerchief from just a random encounter like that. Okay, a couple of big guys here for this encounter. Which one do we want to kill first? Probably the V Savage? The Ue Savage? D Savage? I can't tell what letter that is. Protect alright, we'll attack the one that's weaker in the back, I guess. There's stress and we resisted the stun at the very least. I'm gonna give him his buffs. He needs some health anyway. And we'll try and stun one of these guys.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Okay, I'm satisfied with that. Let's stay focused. Even though this guy has a strong resistance, let's just stay focused, stack up the blight, stack up the damage, kill one of these two.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Let's maybe focus on this guy here. No. Oh, it's bad news. We've got to get a heal there because if our Plague Doctor is stunned, they're going to take a couple of ticks of that.
A singular strike.
Stress relief is a blessing. Yeah, God, look at that. 10 damage. That was a rough fight. Alright, let's... Once we get that guy dead, we'll be able to start intimidating the other guy to reduce his damage, but yeah, it's not good. Come on! Oh, no, it didn't even resist it. And I can't do anything about the bleed except for with the Plague Doctor. Alright, so he's going to take this damage. It nearly goes on death's door. Has to battlefield medicine herself. And we'll hopefully pick up this kill. 1 point off. It's another arterial pinch off. Wow, just a rough fight here. Well, let's start stacking up the blight back here. At least we can hit both of these guys with that.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Oh, that body being in our way is a problem. I think this clears corpses. Nope. Single target. Get the health back up. Try and get the kills. Alright, he's dead next turn. We can just focus on restoring our party. But we've got a lot of stress. And we don't want to camp for stress relief. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. Our Vestal's got such high stress.
This is how a life is taken.
We can take some gold. And we've got most of this dungeon left to explore. 2 battles in the next hall. Like, there's so much combat. Alright, we gotta get these kills fast. The stress dealer is the most important threat. Alright, well, he's gonna get one off. If he had to hit anyone, I appreciate that it was him. We're actually gonna start working, I think, on his stress right now before it becomes a problem. Dead next turn. Alright, we'll go hell up. Then pick to the face. We will add a noxious blast to the situation. Oh, come on. So many crits, what the balls? Oh, I guess we're in slightly dim light, but come on. This should not have been as challenging as it is turning out to be.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I would be very displeased if I had to run away from this encounter and try it again. But we're back on our heels for everything here. Alright, that's dead. And yeah, I mean we're really getting inefficient functionality. We're doubling down on our damage, we're stacking up a bunch of blight, and then we're killing things with single hits before the blight has a chance to do anything. And we got another combat right here, so let's get our torch back up.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
We surprise them at the very least, so we can hopefully kill some stuff before it's a problem. 21. It's kind of the wrong number. Kill that thing. 1 hit point, of course.
Continue the onslaught.
Well, we got 2 of them dead before they were able to act, but the other one missed, so that's thankful. Let's see if we can get through this combat without taking any damage. Alright, well, it's dead next turn, so we can heal with the rest of our actions. And we need it. We'll withstand stress relief for our leper. And then do oh, a nice good crit. Was kind of hoping for just a lucky crit on our Vestal. There we go. Okay.
Maintain the offensive.
We can pick up a new torch. Other than that, stuff is not useful. And we don't have a trap in this hallway. We still are just at the start of this dungeon. I don't know where we're gonna get our stress relief for our Vestal. We have surprised them. And yeah, we got to get rid of this ghost right away in the back. That is, he is priority target 1. He has a lot of health though. And we can't reach him with most of our units. I do not think the Judgment's going to get the kill even with a crazy crit. 18 health is an unfortunate number. Maddening Shanty is better than other things. Okay. Spearfishing could put us out of line. Nope. Okay, he protected a unit I don't mind that he protected. Alright. Let's focus on truths here. There we go.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Spearfishing again does put them out of order, but not in a dangerous way. We are going to intimidate. Good. Fine. She's the only one who's really in any damage danger, so let's use judgment. That I didn't look at his health. That might have been. Oh, shit, he was ticking for 12 damage. That was a waste. Okay. Well, noxious blast then. We really have no choice but to... You know what? I am going to Toxin Trickery, because the damage we'll do to the champion is low. And he's protecting the other guy. In this case, maybe we Dazzling Light. Didn't get it.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
There's a bleed. I would say the bleed is a fine option. Or I'm sorry, cleansing with battlefield medicine is a fine option for a plague doctor, because the additional damage he's going to do is not going to matter too much in this situation. Let's do some group healing. I was hoping for some crits for stress relief. It didn't kill him? Oh, I thought I was good. Alright, well, he's definitely dead this turn. Get rid of that bleed again. And Salimity there. Good deal. We get a little bit more extra food. Let's get rid of this Onyx, take the portraits. What do we got going on now? Alright, we got a little bit of inactivity here for at least a hallway. And we gotta avoid camping as long as possible so that we can have buffs when we fight the boss. Okay, there won't be combat in this room. We also are looking at no combat in the next hallway. Alright. We have a torch.
Finding
Great.
the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Creative heirlooms. Okay, well the paintings are overstacked, and I think we just kind of accept that. Okay. I am going to light a torch here before we go into this fight.
The promise of safety.
Okay, it's another pretty nasty fight. We've surprised them. The stress is the most dangerous thing thanks to the situation our Vestal is in right now. So let's focus on getting those guys down. Or the Tidemaster down first, and then the Thrall. The risk that we are in is that if the Guardian protects the Thrall, it could be dead. But we cleaned that up pretty effectively. The Thrall's dead, and the healer / stress giver is dead. So now we just have to worry about damage. And he's going to put up a barrier, and we'll be able to kind of deal with that by using Intimidate. I'm going to Toxin Trickery. Noxious Blast on the champion. Thought the Toxin Trickery would give her enough dodge to maybe avoid some damage. Intimidate, though, is the right choice. Still not going to quite get him. We'll go for a stun. If we get the stun, then we can kill the piranha with our gravedigger, which is a little bit of overkill, but it prevents us from one round of action. We'll stack up another Noxious Blast. I'm thinking we still intimidate here. The less he can do, the better. And then... not quite sure where their health all is at, so that felt like the right call. He's still well protected. But, yeah, he's dead. Actually, I think he was dead regardless. No, he might have been at 1 hit point, right? Because we did some damage with that.
Is a slow and insidious killer.
Okay, well, more food to keep us safe. I'm not going to touch this. We still have several rooms here without combat, so that's good news. There's a hunger check. Good deal. Do I want to pop this? Not particularly. Do we have traps? No traps in this hallway. One trap in the next hallway. Keep our torches up. No additional scouting, but none needed for right now. Disarm this trap, and get a curio coming up. Another treasure chest that, you know, is tempting to open, but it's not our primary concern, and our inventory is pretty jam-packed as is. Scouting we did get here. No combat in the next hallway, room, or hallway after that, but we will have to fight after that, so... Disarming a trap. The disarming of traps has kept the stress on our grave robber in a great position. One more torch. There will be not combat in this room, so good. And we don't have to worry about combat here. Another one of these treasure chests. It's going to be tempting to backtrack after we kill the boss. Another hunger check. Now we've got a couple of empty spaces in our inventory to pick up loot. Stress givers in the back. Let's give them a little bit of my my special brew. I feel like flashing daggers is the right call here. Certainly when you get double crits like that, it feels like the right call. And I appreciate a Call of the Deep instead of a heal. Yeah, like, you know, if I would have been controlling the enemy, I would have healed the nearly dead Tide Master so that Tide Master could do something. Thank God that the AI mostly operates on a random process. Otherwise, we would be in some deep trouble, I think. Okay, that's dead before it gets to axe, so now we can kind of do whatever the heck we want. I am going to intimidate. I thought it would get that kill. That feels like the right call. It'd be great to think that our leper is going to get to go before these guys, but lepers are so slow. I'm going to heal. Yeah. So I get a double kill here, which I think is a bit of a stress relief, so I'll go for it. Then then we just pour some healing into our grave robber, who I don't think is going to be able to get a good heal. Nope. Vestal did not have an opportunity to act. So, we can get a ruby. We can get another painting. I feel like this torch maybe is worth leaving behind. We are nearly to the end of the dungeon. There's quite a bit of combat in the hallway leading up to the boss, so we'll wait to camp until right there. Just, yeah, I mean, there's so many reasons to backtrack if we have the food for it. So all these treasure chests that will light up our torch. All right. These guys will go down quick, so they don't have protection, but if I don't get a crit, it won't be worth it. We'll probably want to kill this thrall so it doesn't explode. Just the way it is. So we'll plague canister. 2 plague canisters should deal with those guys. But they'll get to attack a couple of rounds. Barnacle barrier is a bummer. Alright, that's dead. It doesn't leave a corpse behind. That's some stress relief. I wish it relieved the healer's stress. Let's kill this. Oh, well, yeah, he's blighted, so he's done. Then we have to blight the champion because he's defending the stinger in the back. I think we're doing all right. That allows us to intimidate. Yeah, that worked out real well. Perfect. Just do that. Maybe a stun would have been in order. Maybe we can do that next turn. We'll pick to the face, even though he's well protected against physical attacks at this point. Octocessus. We resist the bleed. I am still gonna you know what? I'm actually gonna withstand. We might as well get some stress relief here. Although we are about to camp, and that is going to clear up stress in its own way. Let's stun. Stun was resisted. Alright, well, let's go for the kill. With any luck. Talking 18 damage, and there he goes. He's dead. I wish I could give some stress relief to somebody else. Alright, none of this is worth taking at the moment. Like, not sacrificing what we have. Let's camp first.
Circle in the dark. The battle may
We need the stress relief, so we'll eat everything. Then, Kenna has Sanctuary. That avoids an ambush. I would like to chant herself, but I don't think she can. No. So... let's do that. Alright, that was good. And then... he can buff the hell out of himself. Or... Can reduce his stress, increases accuracy. No one else really has any buffs that are worthwhile, though, to be honest. That's not a bad call, I guess. Bloody Shroud gives him debuffs, resistances for 4 full battles. It's bonus accuracy, and that's where he runs into trouble. And then we can encourage our Plague Doctor. Stress is under control. We aren't going to get ambushed. It's not the best combat bonuses, but I think it's the right call. Then we can open up this treasure chest, which had almost nothing of value in it. Let's... You know what? The gold is less valuable than the crests. So, get all of our restorative items kind of in the right spot here. And off we go. We've got 2 fights in this hallway. So let's hope those go well. We have surprised them. They are against... We're gonna Noxious Blast. No, we're gonna Plague Grenade. I'm gonna Flashing Daggers. I was hoping it was gonna do enough damage, and it didn't. Alright, 1 dead. Let's try and stun that. Didn't stun it, but it did put it at the hit point level that we needed. Alright, Thrall is our next problem. Do what we have to it. You know what? We're gonna heal. The Revenge, are you kidding me? God damn it.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
2 rounds. What was I supposed to do about that? That was completely unreasonable. Busts. We do need busts. We don't need any more shovels. Yeah, alright, we're gonna take the bust. Okay, alright, we gotta do heals right off the bat here. This is still really not good. Alright, that's dead, good. Ending Shanty, fine, whatever. We're gonna kill the Thrall next. Oh, this damage is really not good. Which means we gotta do heals. Guess we gotta get everyone's health back up before we fight the boss. Get a kill, thank you. Okay. We can endure this. Don't want the stress from this guy, so he needs to be dealt with. Good, good. Alright, yeah, our health is in a really terrible position. He's dead. Oh. Alright, now he's dead. If we get a kill here, that just happens. Alright. Let's get health under control. Death's Door. God damn it. So now we've got more concerns, as that provides a huge amount. Look at reduced damage. You're one of my primary damage dealers. He's gonna do more damage than we get health out of it, so What can you do?
These nightmarish creatures can be
You can't cleanse
they
it.
can be beaten.
Yeah, well, that really sucks. We can get some health under control. I mean, we can once again... Oh, I could have taken that. Oh, wow. Alright, well, that was weird. We'll eat that. Oh, they're full. Okay. Eat some food. Alright, so here's what you do. You bring the torch up to full. Everybody uses a holy water. And you go in here, and this has been a really hard dungeon. We just had bad luck.
Shouts his orders.
So all hands on deck. This brings up that guy. And throws our entire group out of order. I wish I could rush forward. We'll just pick to the face. It doesn't have a ton of health. Our Vestal being where she is terrible. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Chop gets the kill, yeah? Good, okay. Our Vestal literally can't do anything from there. It was the worst person to get targeted. That's better. Okay, that's alright. Boarding clutch, fine. Still a lot of protections, but... Everyone needs healing, so let's give everyone healing. There's the heave 2. And we should be able to get the single target kill here with... Ooh, so much damage. Yeah, I know you can't breathe, you're fine. We will use that, and then we will chop. We didn't get the kill. Oh, that's no good. Okay, she can attack. I didn't realize she could attack. Okay, we're doing all right. It is a bit of a struggle. We'll holy water again. And then more boarding clutches. We can bandage that away. I think we just go for the chop. It's one of my most damaging attacks right now. Hands on deck. That's the right person to get. It's not the worst bleed I've ever seen, so it's not terrible. Get some more blight back there. Good. Oh. Get wrecked. There's Death's Door. That needs to be fixed. He hasn't thrown out his anchor yet, so it's not worth attacking him. Drink with the Dead is a stress attack. Okay, what's that bleed? It's 4 damage for 3 rounds. This could put him right back on Death's Door, put her right back on Death's Door, but we're good. There's the heave to. Is inconvenient, to say the least. Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of health back as a result. We will drink this. A lot of health back. Okay. Yeah, lots of health back. It's a bummer. There's nothing I can really do about it. Yeah. Come on. That was a real shitty turn for us.
Obliterated.
A real shitty turn. Alright. Let's get that out there. This is signing up to be another shitty turn. There's the heave to, but it's too late. Damage is, close to being nice. What? Oh, we can judgment, but that seems pointless. I think we just gotta deal with it. Maybe you hope for a crit. Oh, so much stress. Come on, crit. Nope. Damn it. So much health that they're getting back because of the, him throwing out that anchor at the wrong time. And then we're getting these giant crits. That are just killing us. Bandage. Boarding clutch. Yeah, alright. I mean, we're still fine. We may hit stress. Plague grenade. We could get lucky, and if we go in the right order, we may kill the drowned crew before it's a problem. Boarding clutch puts us near death's door again, but doesn't accomplish it. He's only at 4 health. All right, there we go. I should have burnt out the torch.
Fitting.
To exploit things. Drifter's buckle. Sure, fine. I think you just leave. We could have went back for some stuff. Oops. I didn't click the right button. Unconsciously, I wanted to go back and explore. But what we can get out of it is fairly minor. So we did just get the achievement, Driven from this land, which is defeating all of the bosses. It was a rough fight. It really was. It was really nasty. I don't feel like our team was, I don't know, maybe we just got unlucky, or maybe the team just wasn't balanced properly for handling things in an efficient manner.
Women and men,
A day long awaited. Word of our predicament has spread, and a new crop of corpses have stepped from the stagecoach. So we got a bunch of people showing up here. Extra huge amount of people. A couple of an occultists, which is nice. We have one functioning occultist right now, and one that's close. Maybe? Can I sort them by class? We have 2 occultists, okay. So let's get another occultist in here.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
And I think that's it. Like, I really would have liked to have seen a friggin' Cavalier in that group. Right, so we can do some upgrades in our Abbey. One down.
Man in a robe, claiming communion with the divine.
2 down.
Madness.
We're getting there. 72%. It's the last thing we need. Certainly not what we have in our inventory is going to solve this problem today. So, I think we're doing all right. We can cleanse Kinna's disease, which is the Black Plague, which is bad blight and disease resist. So we want that taken care of. And then the question becomes: do we want to like prepare some people to better tackle the darkest dungeon? Maybe level up these crusaders, one of them at the very least, or do we want to build a different type of team? So these are questions I will be asking myself as I prepare. We definitely want to get, stress under control, though. So these guys are just what they are. Lag needs to go to the brothel. So that's done. Okay, brothel here as well. Good deal. Alright, well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great day. You can follow me on Twitter at itsboats, and you can also subscribe to the channel to be notified when new episodes go up. I will be back tomorrow with something or another. I haven't decided if we'll be diving into the darkest dungeon or leveling up some side heroes. So, have a great day.